especially as we see he takes Shell Surf at level 1. But I generally like the lane that the Legion are running down bottom very much.
Well, talking about tri-lanes breaking up, we have had Witch Slayer come mid, so the Hellborn team here, very adaptive. They immediately saw that Pebbles was going to have a hard time in that mid lane, and they brought him a support. So it is going to be a 2-2-1 to a 1-2-2, as the differences in the lanes here will be, illustrated. But Tundra in top solo, especially against Flint Beastwood and a Magnus. Magnus is doing a great job there of zoning out that Tundra, but he did take a lot of damage, and now we don't even have any wards up here. We do have Shiver out, the bird, for the extra vision, so he does not get ganked in that forest. And I mean, that's kind of a good idea. Is this kind of part of the plan for sending up a Tundra here solo Asway, or do you think that just might be something else on the brain?
Tundra solo would be able to do fine against this, really. Normally, Flint Beast with tri-lanes are very, very passive, get Flint Beast with the farm he needs to actually do something. They can be aggressive with a gank from mid, but if Tundra uses his Hawk right and they get wards up, he should be very, very safe top lane and not get ganked.
Yep, using the power of the bird right there, putting him right over the forest and staying nice and alive, which is exactly what you need to do. So Jaw has a big advantage up here in the fact that he's solo. Unfortunately, he's just getting severely zoned out and cannot do any kind of farm. We have 2 creep kills sitting on him. Is that not right, Luke?
Yeah, but the other aspect of Tundra is, of course, you want the Blink Dagger on him because it's such a good item. But the general function of Tundra, he can pretty much fulfill without very many items. He's not a super farm dependent hero, and he gives you so much just from the levels. So the levels are much more important on Tundra than the actual farm. He can do, as I said, very well with farm, but due to his shards, he can actually get some CS anyway. As we see action going down in mid.
Yeah, Dr. Repulsor is going to be attempted first blood here. Just so much damage going down. Maybe it's going to be turned back around on the Pebbles. Pebbles will indeed be that first blood. Look at the hit points there on Dr. Repulsor. 40 hit points. And maybe going for a double tap here with this Witch Slayer. Gets off the graveyard, and it will be a retreat there for the Engineer. Not quite the double tap they were looking for, but a great role reversal as we have Bubbles come up from the bottom lane as he is leaving that Electrician to do a lot of free farm with this attempted gank. When exactly did he come up, and did he have a rune there, Asway?
He definitely did not have a rune. I think he just came up to try maybe clean up or help Witch Slayer kill someone off. But there was no rune obtained from him.
Okay, but either way, it did not seem to work out very well. And now it looks like Bubbles even going to be a little bit more delayed to his lane. He's going to be trying to take on Bubbles here. Slither versus Bubbles. I don't know. That may or may not work. Take Cover is skilled up there with the Bubbles. He has 2 in the Shell Serve. He has 0 in the Song of the Sea. Now, is that more of a typical survival kind of build, going with the Take Cover versus the Song, or is Overpower kind of unconfident here, you think, Asway?
I think it could be unconfident, but with having an Electrician Slither in your lane, you can see the gank coming. So having that Take Cover, level 1 right off the bat, definitely a good idea for him.
Yeah, I have to agree with Asway there, because the power from a Slither Electrician lane does not come in the form of burst damage. They're not gonna go and nuke you down with a double stun combination. They're gonna slowly drain your health and make you suffer while you're dying. And with a Take Cover, that will obviously negate a lot of damage, and it will give Bubbles the time to get out of there. And I don't see actually Electrician and Slither getting any kills on this Bubbles if he plays it right.
Just
time check.
Time check, if you could, Mr. Caster, Mr. Camera.
Game replay. It's at 13:07, 08, 9, 10, 11.
Yeah, you're about 5 seconds ahead of us here, sir, as we see a little bit of action here mid. I'm going to be saying, we're going to go from game time if you could, so 4:49, 50, 51. Just give us about 7 seconds here, as we'll just...
5, 02, 03, 04, 05.
Alright, just hit the 5-minute mark here myself. It looks like we're going to have to do a little bit of synchronization, so let's just do a quick pause here, sir. Alright, 5 minutes, 8 seconds. It does look like you are running a little faster. We're going to have to look into that replay sync mod, as we did hear good things out about that. So, could you back up about 10 seconds?
Yeah, sure. Just tell me when you're Where you at?
5 minutes 8
Or
seconds.
tell me when you're 5:36. Then I'll start.
All right, 5:36 it is. All right, so we'll just keep going. As for everyone else, sorry about the fun times of replay casting, as different computers run it at different speeds, and we will try to rectify this for the next game. I hear there's a mod out there that will do that for us, so we'll be approaching. It's still only one kill here for the Legion side, as we just hit 5 minutes 30 seconds for those of you at home. 32, 33, 34. 35, 36, just in time to see Overpow go down in the bottom lane to this Brizzed Electrician. So he's definitely doing very well as Electrician, even a little bit of smack talk. Now, Electrician has been doing a lot of solo farm down here, Asway, so what's with that? Is he going to be more of a carry role this turn, or what?
Carry initiation type role here. He's going to want to get the farm. His grip's going to be a huge initiation. You can, lock anyone down for the whole grip. He's going to be an initiation in this game for sure.
And I mean, Briz did, of course, make the Electrician a very popular carry for a while, which led S2 to kind of nerf him a little bit, remake him a little bit. Luke, what was all that about back in the day?
Yeah, well, before the nerfs that he received, he was basically able to just farm. He just, popped his shield. He got a puzzle box. He popped his shield, and he just dominated because it was so easy to farm up with him huge items in such a short amount of time, as well as being, able to put out a lot of area of effect damage with his shield, which does deal incredible amounts of damage, more than a Machor Brilliance, and even more now after the changes. But now it just uses your mana directly, so he cannot, have the shield on without using mana, and that is the real nerf. He was buffed actually, so that you could replenish his shield every 0.5 seconds, which made him, which made it much easier to keep it up during fights. But now he's actually being able, it's actually, viable to stun lock him, and he gets another kill down bottom.
Yeah, Bubbles definitely going down. He doesn't even have to hit Bubbles, just has to chase him around a little bit, and I mean that it will be all the damage he needs. Because what kind of skill build is he going here, Asway? Is it indeed that max shield?
He indeed is leveling electric shield. Sorry, definitely the more common skill build. Leveling grip isn't really that good. It just increases duration, so it's not that good. Definitely the damage from the shield and the absorption more useful in the long run.
And
yeah, I'm just gonna explain that you only get one level in absorption because you get the full movement speed bonus at level 1, and that's what you really want to kite people with the shield, which will ultimately do more damage than the energy absorption. So you basically get one level in grip, one level in energy absorption, and the rest goes into the shield, and you're good to go.
well, thank you for that, Luke. So you're definitely a big fan of an Electrician build, according to your voice.
Yes, I love Electrician. I especially love the build.
Well, he should be your most played hero, but we'll get to that a little bit later. So right now, I mean, we are sitting. I'm just passing right now the 8-minute 29:30 mark. As I mean, we still only have a small amount of kills at this point. It is 3-0 up for Ice against Online Kingdom, but I mean, a little bit of an early advantage is always great to have. I mean, they got about 14,000 experience, so 1,400 experience, 1,000 gold, but that is diminishing rapidly. 3 kills to their name. No towers have really been hurt too badly here either, so it kind of seems a very passive game, doesn't it, Asway?
Surprisingly, it definitely does. Hellborn have tried to gank a couple of times, but Legion have just seen it coming, and they've been able to, stay away from the gank and not die.
Yeah, I would just want to mention very quickly that Jaw roamed down to mid with an invisibility rune, but OK Gaming actually put down a Word of Revelation right in the middle of the ramp, so they were able to see him and just, destroy the gank. Jaw was level 6 with Thunder, so that would have been able to get a very, very good kill, but very good.
Well, Dr. Repulso here, Luke, he's definitely a good kill as well. That's the first death here for OK Gaming. I know you're a little bit behind at the 9-minute 40-second mark right now. Dr. Repulso is definitely respawning, but Briz down south, I mean, he's really cleaning up this lane, just destroying the creep waves, allowing a lot of free hits on this first tower, and this is going to be going down. Glyph is used, but I do not see any homecoming stones, as it looks like this will be the first tower, and it will be to Ja or sorry, not Tijachu, Brizzed on this ice team. A lot of pressure is mid. Look at that Engineer's health. Pebbles and Witchslayer will be in full retreat. And yeah, they put down 2 wards of Revelation in the mid there, so I guess they were very, very concerned about an Invis Tundra to come say hello to them. Is that not right, Asway?
The one ward of Revelation was actually from a lot earlier on, trying to look for a ward from ice. That was actually there for quite some time.
Yeah, actually, it is disappeared now. I can totally see that. But it looks like Tundra going down as well. But this could be a good kill for the Witchslayer, or on the Witchslayer as he goes down. A little bit of a revenge there. But Tundra going down. I mean, he is the solo experience here. Well, one of the solo experiences here for that Team Ice. And he is only level 7. Who's out leveling him? It is Mr. Electrician, as he's sitting at 2-0, whereas Jaw's sitting at 0-1. So, I mean, tower creeps, what's explaining the different experience differentials here as we see the Slither go down as well? This could be a big chance for Pebbles to go down as well. Engineer going to be trying his best. A little bit of a gank, a little bit of a juke. Pebbles does get off the toss, but it's not going to be enough to save his life, as it does look like Magnus went down as well. Tundra in big trouble again, but a lot of damage coming out of them. Look at these 3 OK gaming heroes, and now Bubble's going to be taking that for the cake. So I do believe that was a 3-for-3 fight. But back me up here on this, Asway.
Yeah, it definitely was. I think Hellborn came out, on top of that fight. Flint Beastwood came out with some kills out of that. Got more experience. Definitely worth it in the end. You need him to get that farm as fast as possible. But it looks like he's doing a great job with almost 60 CS right now.
60 CS, that's an impressive amount for just hitting the 12-minute mark just right now. So 60 CS in 12 minutes, very impressive score. I mean, Electrician...
Look at Electrician.
Yeah, Electrician is, he's right up there, 63, but Flint Beastwood 61, so they're almost going, head-to-head for that one as well. Both are now level 9, Electrician just hit 10, so a slight level advantage there, but the experience differential just swung into Online Kingdom's favor, as that last fight turned out to be very, very good for them, as it looks like a lot of pressure here on the mid tower once again. So Bubbles, Magnus, and Witchslayer all sitting around. There goes all the trees. They're saying, get out of that forest. We want to see you coming. Dr. Repulsor's coming to join the party. I thought maybe he had a double damager, and he does not. But that will be the second tower kill here for Team Ice, as they're taking a quick gold lead here with 2 towers to their name. That is about 2,000 gold to their advantage, and now looks like a little bit of a back off here. So Luke, I mean, we were just talking about a little bit of the farm. Overall though, I mean, who has the better farm right now as a team, not as an individual?
Yeah, well, obviously, that Ice have the better farm, which is down to that Electrician is still an incredibly potent farmer, and he has been left alone. That I didn't like about OK Gaming. They have some very, very good gankers, and they played very passively in the first, in the first half of the game. And leaving Electrician completely alone is not going to work out for you. Especially looking at his farm right now, he's picked up the Ring of a Teacher, which is a very strong item on him, as well as the Blade of Greaves, who just, stat boosters. And the Ring of the Teacher is actually really effective on him because it gives you static mana regeneration. It gives you 135 mana every, 35 seconds, which is about 2 mana per, 2 mana per second, and that's a lot. And he can just deliver it really, really quickly. And I don't know, I personally right now I have the feeling that Ice are ahead in the game because the game is really going their way. Their team is orientated around mid game, and they really just wanted to get in there, and they're in there right now. They also have a very strong pushing team with Engineer and Slither, who are very strong pushers, as well as the Plated Grief's gonna help you a lot in the pushes. So right now I'm not really happy with what OK Gaming are doing.
Aswin?
I agree with that. They're getting the 3 first towers down. Now they're gonna have the map control. It's gonna go downhill here from Online Kingdom unless they start changing stuff around.
Well, I'll definitely agree to that, as Bubbles kicks the bucket there. Turtle soup for dinner, and a little bit of a rocky gravel sandwich with that. Pebbles going down as well. The map control, it's funny you just said that, as this gank came all the way down from the top tower and really caught those 2 heroes in the mid wares that could be, however, because there's no wards in this river, Asway. There's no river wards, so I mean that's obviously a bit